everybody, and welcome back to another Legacy video. And in today's video, we're going to be playing Mono White Warp. Now, this is a bit of a rogue deck out of a challenge top 8, where the deck is focused on white cards, including Guide of Souls and Ocelot Pride. Who would have thunk it, me playing a Guide Pride deck? But also with a Johnny Felia, including some spicy includes from Edge of Eternities, including Exalted Sunborn, Starfield Shepherd, and Halia Guided by Light. Now, what do all these have in common? The warp mechanic. And what is the warp mechanic busted with? This funky dog over here. So the goal of the deck, we get the Ocelot Pride Guide of Souls token engine along with a Johnny Nicodle Pariah. Just getting out tokens. We have Speaker of the Heavens we can tutor off of Starfield Shepherd. Just a mono-white value deck, all about blinking your creatures, gaining life. We got Ancient Tomb for acceleration, we got Wasteland to disrupt them, Chrome Mox to get out quickly. We've got a sideboard for the meta game, including Thalia, Stony, Silence, Rest in Peace, all the good stuff. So we've already played one match of the league. We're currently down a match, lost a rough one to Delver, but let's see how the rest of the league goes. Alright, we are on the play for round 1. Let's see what our opening hand looks like. Well, we got one land, 2 swords, a Guide of Souls, and a Halia. I mean, it's a bit open to Wasteland, but a lot of hands are in this deck. We've got removal, and we've got card draw, because we can go Guide of Souls, then turn 2 Halia, gaining 3, but this just seems so weak to so much interaction, so we're going to ship it. Now our 6... we have the same engine of Guide into Halia, but we also have a Johnny Ephemerate and a Wasteland. We will keep this hand. I think we're going to bottom the Ephemerate because we don't currently have any way to cheat with the Ephemerate, but we're going to lead on a Plains and a Guide of Souls, and then we'll see what our opponent is up to. Alright, our opponent leading on Island Ponder. Now, this could be a collection of things. Dimir, is it? Yeah, I really don't know. Be combo, who knows? I doubt it. Basic Island isn't a huge combo card, but what do I know? Alright. So draw for turn Ocelot Pride. We love to see it. We really do. So we'll play out this Wasteland. We'll play this Ocelot Pride. I think Pride is better than like getting Halia or a Johnny going. They are going to force it. That is fine. We will go to attacks, send with the Guide. And then possibly next turn see what flavor of Delver they're on. Now, I lost this match last time. Would really like to not run back, losing what I think is an incredibly good matchup. Just running out the bauble for no values. Are they stuck on? Nope. They are not stuck on lands. They're bobbling me. Alright, nothing else. We're just passing the turn. They're going to draw off their bauble. They're going to fetch in response. They're going to surveil. No, they're just getting a Volk. Alright, that's a... okay. Do we just Wasteland their Volk now and see how they respond? Kinda like doing that. Floating blue. Interesting. So it's not a removal spell. Let's change phases. Get the mana to empty. Gonna cast a Brainstorm. Now, do we play into Daze? I think we're going to have to. See how the Brainstorm... we'll just let them resolve Brainstorm, and then I think I'm going to go Halia. Just because if Halia resolves, it's kind of our engine going. Let's warp this Halia, see if we get dazed. Yeah, we're going to get dazed. I mean, it's a shame, but what are you going to do? Alright, let's see if they're going to use their mana. Don't really know what they could do with that mana, but... alright, we're back at the beginning. I've got a Guide in play. They haven't shuffled that Brainstorm. They're not going to shuffle that Brainstorm. Unless they ponder here, but they're not going to. Let's go Plains, and let's play Speaker of the Heavens around Daze. So it'll resolve, gain a life, go to combat, hit him for 1. I mean, if we can get to the 7 life more than our starting life total, this speaker is going to start cooking. Don't really know how Delver beats 4/4 Flying Angels. We got Swords of Johnny left. They got 6 cards in hand. Have a Volk. Go like Cutter Bauble here. That's just a Delver. That's fine. They're passing. Land? Second of Johnny is fine. So if this one gets countered, then it's not the end of the world. The Johnny resolves. So we're going to get to attack in this turn. Stifled making a cat. Rude. Let's get him with the guide. That's... yeah, it's not a great use of the stifle, though. Even though they're stopping the cat from coming down, it's kind of weak. Drew a brainstorm, sure. Flip their Delver, but that's fine. Like, the real creature I'm worried about is Dragon's Rage. Dragon's Rage or Murktide for the swords. I really don't mind Delver. It's just not that much of a clock on its own. Yeah, Scalding turn to shuffle their Brainstorm. Let's see what comes out of it. Blue looks like a murky boy. And it's Murky Boy. Once they've clicked their Delve. There's Murky Boy. Full powered Murktide. They're not attacking with their Delver. I will Swords the Murky Boy. Playing around Daze. I will play this untapped and then not play around Daze. So I will gain life, make a token, I'll keep this one. Boop, boop. I think I will flip. I'll 0 again. And then I'm going to attack with the speaker and pump it. So now they kind of have to trade with Delver here. They're just going to start getting run over by cats. They just took it. Neat. Ponder. If they find a bolt here, then that kind of sucks. Some out of stuff going on. They get to kill my Planeswalker. They're going to bobble me. They are going to attack with the Delver at the Ajani. Expected. I will block. See what they got in those 2 cards left in their hand. I would really like to Halia at some point. Just get a couple more cards going. It's kind of where Delver can start the squeeze. Is they bolted the Ajani. It's dead. Still got a lot going on. Land was not ideal. Just don't have that much of a clock right now. We've got 5 damage coming in, but could be more. I'm going to play out the planes. Gotta ponder. This is the problem that you get into when you get into these low resource games with Delver, is just they got so many cantrips. They did not shuffle with Ponder. You hate to see it. They're passing with 3 cards in hand. Drew a Swords, that's okay. Send with the boys. Boys and cats. Hit him for 5, pass the turn. Well, the thing I complained about last time I played against Delver was never drawing Swords to Plowshares, so I guess I can't complain now that I'm drawing Swords to Plowshares against Delver. Bolting my guide's annoying. Another Murky Boy. That's kind of gross. Hello, boy. Well, this Swords is going to gain them a crap ton of life, but it's all I can really do. And there's the Chrome Mox. You love to see these draws. Alright, well, 4 turn clock with the Cat Warriors, but that is not going to be enough. Send the turn back. Preordain. Not quite Ponder. They left 2 on top. I hate my life. Pass the turn. I draw goddamn land. Attack with the cats. What do we got? Petty theft to cat warrior. 'Tis annoying. My clock is cut in half. Play this plains in case I draw like Exalted Sunborn or some crap. Pass the turn. My deck's full of good draws. I just gotta find them. We're gonna pass the turn. There's one of them. Let's go to combat. Attack with the cat warrior. They've only got 3 cards in hand, so they kind of need to have... They got daze. It's annoying that they get to daze this, but... Let's go play this big ol' angel. Don't you dare hardcast a daze. That'd be so messed up. Hey, we got the angel in. The immortal words of Jeremy Clarkson. I'm feeling confident. So what do we not want them to have? Just like Delirium and Holy Heat. God damn it. Why do I speak it into existence, man? Alright. Bash for 3 in the air. In good news, I am at 1,000,000 life. So do I win this race? So they're hitting for 6 a turn. I'd be hitting for 2. So I go to 19-6, 13-4, 7-2-1. So I am currently winning this race. Which is kind of crazy. But they also have 3 cards in hand. And I would assume at least one of them is a removal spell. Yeah. This is an annoying one to lose. I do think we get better post-board when we just don't have so many dead cards in our deck. I'm just going to play out Witch Enchanter as a beater. It would be nice if I could blow up a Quarry Steel with it, but they haven't deployed a cutter yet, so here comes Witch Enchanter. It attacks and blocks. Well, doesn't block, but it attacks. Send in their squad. Take the 6. Another Darcy, that's bad. Another Murktide? Are you kidding me? Alright, I'll take one more draw step, but we are now just dead on board. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's something I could have done differently this game, but I don't know. Need to not draw lands when I drew lands. Alright. Game 2. So sideboarding, I want Thalia, I want Unlicensed Hearse, don't want Chrome Mox. What else is kind of bad against them? Like Ephemerate. Ephemerate both can get got, but it's also just good into removal, so I think it's just bring in these 2, cut the 2 Chrome Mox, and run it back. Yeah, let's see how game 2 goes. Alright, so we're on the play for game 2. Well, we've got a land and the ability to play around days with Ancient Tomb, so I'll keep this and hope I don't get Wasteland into the dirt. Alright, so let's play the meadow, tapped, and pass. God, no. Are you kidding me? Oh my. Oh, I love the monocolored deck getting got by Wasteland. Oh, we love Magic the Gathering. Well, now I get to Wasteland them, which is nice, but... Kinda doubt that's a winning proposition. Plains. Ooh, we got basic plains. Do I cheese them with a Wasteland? Or do I leave up Felia? Like, they Wastelanded me. I already have an Ancient Tube in play. Just Like, it buys them more time to get counter magic in their hand, but like, I don't know. I kind of want to just try to win this game on wasteland value. See how it goes. And land. Yup. So I didn't win that proposition. Ponder. So they don't shuffle with Ponder. Passing the turn. Play a land. I'll pass. I'm going to really hope this Felia resolves. So if I can start Feliaing with like Starfield, Sunborn, it'd be pretty good. They just have Cutter here. Okay, Delver's not Cutter. Double Delver is not Cutter. Alright, let's play out Felia. Playing around Daze. They have the Force of Will. They do not have the Force of Will. Witch Enchanter, huh? I like that card. So I think we just trade off this Felia for, like, if they want to trade both Delvers for it, we're pretty happy with that outcome. So we're just going to go Warp Sunborn off of Ancient Tomb and then play a Johnny, double the tokens. Plays into Daze, but eh. Alright, Sunborn resolves. Let's see if a Johnny resolves. Alright, the Ajani gets forced. I think we're fine with that. Let's flicker the Sunborn. They're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here, because if they double block, they lose all of their stuff. And if they don't double block, I now have an Exalted Sunborn, a 3/3 Felia in play. And they don't flip their Delvers. And this Felia card's kind of messed up. They cast a Ponder, so we're probably going to flip Delvers next turn. So I think our plan for next turn is Starfield Shepherd, Warp, get a Plains, play the Plains, then Warp Exalted Sunborn, hold up Ephemerate. That's still our plan now that we've drawn Witch Enchanter? Well, now I can Warp Starfield Shepherd and get an actual creature. Like, now I can just, like, set up Guide Pride off of this. Which is pretty messed up. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this untapped. I'm dealing a lot of damage to myself with my lands, but we should be able to start gaining that back. So let's Warp Starfield Shepherd. Then go find an Ocelot Pride. If it resolves, it does. Find this funky cat. Cast Exalted Sunborn with Warp. Go to combat. Send with the dog and the Sunborn. Dog's gonna get murdered. Now, do I ephemerate the dog? I don't think I do. I think I'm just going to ephemerate the other Exalted Sunborn now. Yeah, dog's dead. Attack with the Sunborn. Deal 4, gain 4. Now, actually, do I just play the Ocelot Pride here? Because I've gained life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be 8. Yeah, no, we're definitely just doing this. Because now I get to do the double tokens thing if I don't get dazed. Yeah, so we just leave. So we put the warp triggers on the stack first. Make 6 cats and end step. Oh, it's more than that. Oh, I had 2 Exalted Sunboards. Oh, that's busted. Oh, that's so much more messed up than I thought it was going to be. Woo! All right, on to game 3. So I think play draw dependent doesn't really affect my plan here. Just get some of the dead draws out and try to do that type of thing again. Alright, so we're going to be on the draw this time. That was pretty sick. Double Exalted Sunborn with Ocelot Pride. Oh, baby, that's a lot of cats. So this is what we call awkward. It's got a basic land and unlicenser, so I think I'm going to keep it, because I've got 3 1-drops, and then if I hit my second land, it's pretty gas. Then we're going to lead on Ocelot Pride. Then into Halia. No threat on turn 1. You always love to see no threat on turn 1. Feels great. Ooh, Ancient Tomb. It's a good land. Let's go Ocelot Pride still. This funky cat. It resolves. They're going to play a Flooded Strand. They're going to kill my Ocelot Pride. Maybe not. Tapping and untapping that Volk over there. Then they just pass. Let's go Ancient Tomb. Let's go to combat. Let's attack with the Ocelot Pride. Just see what happens. They're going to fetch. Get another Volcanic. I'm going to kill my poor cat. 2 red in the pool. I'm going to cast in the fire just my Ocelot Pride. A Braid. Rude. Yeah, we'll go to post-combat. And then we're going to warp. We want to warp Halia and then play into Daze. No, I kind of just want to get this in Licensed Terse down through Daze. I don't even want to play into that crap. See if they have Force. Be kind of messed up if they did. Alright, they have Force. It's kind of messed up if they do. Pitching Force. We'll play this cat. They also have Daze. Also have Daze. You know, when they have it all, they have it all. So that's our plan for next turn. If I draw a land, it's pretty great. So we get to do some Busto stuff with Halia. So they're going to play a Misty. So we know one of the cards in their hand is Volk. No, they cast a Brainstorm. Never mind. We know nothing about what their hand is. I'm going to Mishra's Bauble. So they play Delver and Bauble, which none of these threats are the worst threats in the world. I feel so safe when it's Delver, not Dragon's Rage. It's great. Only a 3/2 flyer? They're going to Bauble themselves, even though they're already going to figure out what their top card is off of the Delver itself. Just kind of interesting. Let's warp this Halia. Do I want to warp the Halia? Just like play it out and then play Speaker. Because I would need 3rd white source to get everything going, so it doesn't really feel worth it to... So there's the world where I use my mana better and go like Halia Speaker, or I can go like warp Halia into Thalia. So many Alias. I kind of like just going Halia into Speaker. Just use my mana better. Yeah, let's do that. So let's play Halia. See if it resolves. It resolves. Cast Speaker of the Heavens and see if the last card in their hand's a Daze. Doesn't seem to be. We will pass the turn. Did not gain 3 or more life this turn. It's a damn shame. The next turn, we can warp Starfield into Ocelot Pride and start cooking. They drew a Daze. Kind of messed up. Not really. We can play around days now. I will not be blocking. Take my 3. Are they gonna pass or play a spell? I think I'm okay with any spell they play except for Murktide. Ooh, a Johnny's a good one. But I think Starfield into Ocelot Pride is a better one. Warp Starfield. See if they have third force. They're gonna kill my Halia in response. That's really messed up. Yeah. I think I'm still gonna go grab the Ocelot Pride and play around days. Grab Ocelot, play Ocelot, and I can just swing with the speaker with Vigilance. And Lifelink. So we'll send in the speaker. It is days 1 unknown. We'll stack the triggers properly to get the muscle memory down, and then Starfield goes on warp. You got a preordain. They bottom both. You love to see it. Play a bauble. They baubled themselves. They only have a fetch, so I guess that tracks. Alright, they draw off the bauble. We draw for turn. They're going to fetch in response. They don't like the top card. Another Volk. Hand is, again, days and 1 unknown. So I don't really want to play into days. So what we can do is we can go Thalia first off. See if this resolves, and then a Johnny. Make a cat. What do you have in stifling the thing again? Sure. I think I'm just passing now. So their hand is days. Alright. They draw Murktide here. I swear to God. I swear. It'd be so rude. Let's see what they drew. They're going to combat. They're passing the turn. Ooh, we can play around days now. Let's go land. We have the city's blessing. Let's go to combat and attack with Thalia. Get in for 2. We can tomb out Starfield Shepherd. Don't really have any way of just gaining life here, but I think we just get a Guide of Souls because it will be good. And just pass. Like now with any creature we start guide priding. They're gonna bolt my pride. Real rude. And then a cat dies, but I can't really flip my Johnny. See, this is like the worst matchup to have flipped a Johnny into. They have so many 3-power flyers. Yeah, they might as... Wait. Yeah, I'll trade this every day of the week. Darcy. That's fine. Oh, into a dog. We love to see it. Really do. To gain life. Can't really attack. Yeah. So we just pass. They've only got days in hand. And now a Murktide's fine, because I can just Felia the Murktide. Let's go. We got the match. On to the next round. Alright, so we are on the draw for round 2. Looking at our opening hand. Once again, only 1 land, but it's basic plains. Got 2 Swords to Plowshares, Ephemerate Ocelot Pride is the castable spells with an Ajani and a Felia in the background. I think we ship this and try for a better 6. This is a better 6, but what are we bottoming? I think one of the basic planes? Because, like, we have a decent curve of, like, Speaker into Thalia, Ajani, Halia. Let's bottom a basic. We'll draw lands. We're on the draw. It's fine. Basic forest. Birds of paradise. We got some fair magic over here. Not in my legacy. Play Speaker of the Heavens. Who's ever said those words in a sentence when referring to a game of Legacy? I mean, I've said it referring to a game of Modern. I played Martyr Proc a ton before One Ring got banned. And you better know that I was making 4/4 angels off my Speaker of the Heavens. Alright, untap draw. A Johnny Nakadal Pariah. It's a good one, you know? I'll play Caracas. I'll go to combat. I'll attack with Speaker. They're gonna fetch. They're gonna get a trop. You got a flash creature? You PO. Oh, such a good one. Yeah. Guess maybe I should have expected that and not attack with the Speaker. That's my B. You guys get to eat my Speaker. Life sucks. Let's play out the Ajani. So, like, they're probably some Nadu mid build playing Birds of Paradise for some reason. Verdant Catacombs. Yep, definitely Nadu. Oh, it's Nadu Elves. Yeah, that would do it. Well, I'm not feeling great. That endurance was pretty freaking good. Let's play an untapped Witch Enchanter. Warp Halia. Gain some life, then flip the or gain life and then play a Johnny. Oh, keep this one. Triggers on the stack. Flip a Johnny. Gain a life, make a cat, gain a life. We'll make another cat, gain some more life. Then we'll go to end step, draw a card. Probably just start upticking this Ayani. See where we go. Because, I mean, uptick a Johnny and then ultimate is pretty good against them. They send endurance. I'm definitely double blocking. Well, I guess I'm probably not upticking a Johnny next turn. Then they're just going to pass. They might have another endurance, but do I really care if they have another endurance? Let's go Plains, cast Halia. Then let's zero again. Yeah, just make cat, gain life. Then pass. Kind of in the hope they never draw a naughty waiting room. Pretty classic spot to be in against these decks. Surveilling a hedge maze. They left on top? Oh no, they milled a heath. Never mind. Yep, another endurance. They're putting my graveyard on the bottom. Does not matter. Passing it back. Once upon a time. They found nomads. I hate it. Play nomads. Gaia's Cradle. Thanks, I hate it. Both at my Ajani. I think I'm still double blocking Endurance. If I block Allosaurus Shepherd, I can Caracas my own Halia back to my hand. When they activate, they don't get trample, do they? No. Let's see, I'll bounce my own Halia. We'll trade with the Endurance. Pass it back. We got Swords to Plowshares, but that's not that good with Sylvan Safekeeper in play. Let's bolt in a Witch Blast Meadow. We can Warp Halia, make a cat, play Thalia. I shouldn't have bolted that if that's my plan. No, because I can go Hardcast Halia into Hardcast Thalia. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, I'm just in the dead to Nadu waiting room, so I just hope they don't find Nadu. God, should I uptick a Johnny? Like, I think ulting the Ajani is one way I could get back into this. Just put up a one creature in play. Yeah, let's do that. Doesn't get any counters, but it at least gets within ult range. Like, I'm not drawing a card off Halia this turn, but yeah, what are you gonna do? So if they don't find Nadu or Green Sun Zenith, find either, I am very dead. Noble Hierarch. It's not Nadu. They're going to attack my Ajani, get exalted. Yeah, block with Thalia because the card is next to useless in this matchup. They'll pump. But it's not Nadu. And that's the important part. And then I can ult Ajani next turn. Seems decent. We might be getting back into this. Yeah, it's going to pass. We'll draw. Ult Ajani. Put him to one creature in play. So they chose Nomads. Interesting. Let's bolt this in and then cast Exalted Sunborn. Gain a life. And go to combat. Send with Halia. I guess like their thoughts here is that their only real out at this point is Naduing me, but I have Caracas and I have Swords. So I can both stop a Nadu from mattering. Birds is fine. Birds pass? Alright. We like to see that. I can Wasteland their Cradle. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then we can zero make two cats. Exalted Sunborn is busted. So we gain some life, go to combat, send the dudes. Alright. Ajani's a busted magic card. Really is. I don't even have red permanents in this deck, and it's still unbelievably powerful. So we'll go to end step, we'll draw our card. Chrome Mox is useless. They're going to draw, and then I think they're dead. Savannah. Then they're going to pass. I'll draw. Caracas. You love to see it. So if I uptick, send, they block 2 3s, take 7. They're not quite dead. Now, if I swords, birds, and then uptick, they're dead. So we'll do that. They have endurance. They have endurance. All right. Let's go to game 2. So, sideboarding for this match. What do we actually want? There's not a lot. There is actually about nothing. There's not even any way to stop creatures from being activated. Yeah, wow. There's just not a sideboard for this matchup. Null Rod doesn't stop anything because they don't have Shuko. Hirsch doesn't really do anything. I guess the plan is just go bigger. Alright, then I guess we run it back. Alright, so we're going to be on the draw here for game 2. They decided to be on the play. Makes sense. We got Guide. We got some Felias. We got some Speakers. We got an Ephemerate. I'm going to keep. We'll see how it goes. They got a Once Upon a Time. It's a good card. Many have said Once Upon a Time is a good card. So they got a Noble Hierarch. Assuming they're going to play a Noble Hierarch. Who could have seen this coming? It's a Noble Hierarch. We're going to draw. That's a Guide or an Ocelot Pride. It's pretty good. So we'll play with the Sky to Souls. We'll pass the turn. From what I've heard, Guide to Souls and Ocelot Pride. It's a pretty good combination. The combination deck. So they got a Tropical Island. They got a Funky Bird. It's a Green Sun for 2. Getting what? It's not Funky Bird. It's Sylvan Safekeeper for an extra mana. Sure. We get out of basic planes. I think we're going to go Ocelot Pride. Because it's a pretty good magic card. Gain a life. And then I think just attack for 1? Yeah. They don't really have removal, so I'm just also going to play out the Speaker of the Heavens. Post-combat. Gain a life, go to end step, make a cat, gain a life. Alright, let's see that Funky Bird. Gaia's Cradle. Nomad's Bird. Rude. So I think we're just dead. We'll let them go off for a second, but I think, do we really need to see a fucking Nadu deck do this for the 18th millionth time? Not really. We're gonna go to game 3. I do wish we had like one more piece of hate for the Nadu decks, but that's not what the person who built this sideboard did, so it's not an option I have to use. We'll go to game 3. Alright, so we're on the play for game 3. I spent one of my better draws in that last game. This hand sucks. We're going to look at this hand. It's better. So we got turn 1 Ocelot Pride. I like Ganja, or do I like Ganja more than Caracas? I don't like Witch Enchanter, to be honest. I think I'm going to bottom Witch Enchanter. Yeah. Plains Ocelot Pride. Go to you. Now we actually have Swords to Plowshares. Slowing them down a bit is pretty important. They don't have Once Upon a Time yet. They have a Noble Hierarch. My land's tapped for so many colors of mana. Let's go Rickus. Attack. Gain some life. Play a Yanni. I have to click twice on all my lands now. Make a cat, go to end step, make a cat. Get that board built up. The next turn, we have some plays. 7. I'm doing counts for City's Blessing. So we got 6 in play, 7 with the land, 8 with Starfield, 9 with the guide that it gets off Star, or 9 with the second pride I can get off Starfield, and then we can start double priding. So they don't do anything that changes that being a fine play. They don't play a land here. Okay, they have Savannah. They play Nomads. I think it's up to Swords Nomads. Which would be annoying. It messes up my next turn being completely busted. Well, that's annoying too. Quirion Ranger. Well, so my next turn, this turn isn't going to be incredibly busted. Let's go land and go to combat. We'll just see what happens. If they forget how a Johnny works, they did not. It's a real shame that. Yeah, I think we just warp Starfield Shepherd. And grab a Guide of Souls or a Pride. No, I think we just grab Pride. Yeah, because, like, they can't really block a Pride right now. And now I'm tapping out if they just, like, if they just have Nomads. Like, so how I'm playing is that if they have Nomads Nadu at any point in time, I'm just dead. I cannot really stop that, because they're going to go Nomads first, then Nadu. And, like, if I'm just sitting here holding up swords the whole time, then I'm just going to get got anyway. Yeah, there's Nadu. You have Nadu Quirion Ranger right now. Just one extra trigger. Oh, you kidding me? Oh, I hate this stupid bird. Yeah, all right, we're dead. We're dead. All right. Well, we got Nadu'd. Let's go on to the next round. All right, so we're on the draw for round 4. Well, it's round 3 in this video, round 4 in the league. Yeah, I already said we're on the draw. What am I talking about? We've got Double Wasteland, Witch Enchanter, Chrome Mox. It's a turn 1 Felia. Because they can pitch the Witch to Chrome Mox, play a Wasteland. This doesn't seem like a matchup where that's going to be super important, but Felia is just so good. But it also just dies to Swords to Plowshares. I don't know. It's awkward. Because Yorion either means taxes or beans. And most likely taxes, because it's actually kind of on a bit of a resurgence right now. So what do we... my brain tells me to mulligan this. It just... Yeah, this hand is much better. So definitely keep this. I think we bottom... Just bottom Chrome Mox. Yeah. Bottom the Mox. Alright, looks like taxes. Smells like taxes. So we're going to play Guide of Souls. We're going to pass. Probably going to get swords. It's just how it goes. Just how it goes. Wasteland, that's fine. Stoneforge, get Cauldra. That's not fine. So what are things that I'm, like, just immediately figuring out with this deck? Why the hell are we not playing Solitude? What? Why? We're all white cards. Why is there no Solitude in this deck? We'll play a Johnny and just die to this Cauldron Complete, because there's no removal in this deck anywhere. Like, just a playset of Swords to Plowshares is not enough removal in the year of our Lord, 2025. 2 Wastelands. Yeah, I'm just going to die to this Cauldron because I don't have a removal spell for it. Where's my removal? I can't really flip a Johnny because a Johnny's not that good in this, like, not as good as it could be in this deck. Yeah, we're just dead to Cauldron. Who could have seen this coming with not enough removal in the deck? Yeah, we're dead. All right, game 2. Yep. Against taxes, again, we have nothing for fair matchups. I mean, at least in this deck, we can put an exercise, and it at least exiles the equipments and the Cauldron token. Cut this Chrome Box, because it's real bad in Ophelia. We'll run it back, but I don't really see how we can win a matchup like this, unless they somehow don't have removal, don't have any engines. Yeah, we'll just send it back. All right, going into game 2, we're on the play now. Gotta reveal their companion. There it is. Big bird. Well, I really hope they don't have Wasteland. They got 80 cards in their deck. They could not have Wasteland one time. Come on. I also just hate how we're a monocolored deck that's just so bad into Wasteland. It's not a place I love being. Alright, we'll play this untapped, cast Guide. I do want to come back and try rebuilding this deck. I think there's just a better way of building it. I mean, the nice thing now is that if they do, Aether Vials, it could be other things. Planes, combat, attack them with Guide. And we'll hold up Felia. Pass. Put a counter on their Vial. They got a Marsh Flats. Getting a scrub land or just a basic swamp. That also makes sense. Thoughtseize. Play this Felia. Gain a life. You can take my Exalted Sunborn or Swords to Plowshares. Up to you. Probably Sunborn unless they have a removal spell, in which Swords is probably the better card because the Sunborn kind of sucks on its own. I'm only 2 land drops off playing it thanks to Ancient Tomb. Yeah. Also have a removal spell for Felia. I'm kind of in the dirt. Yeah, I do think that Death and Taxes is this deck but better in this type of matchup. Wow, they have Solitude. Crazy. Man, I wish I had that card. I've heard it's good. Free Swords to Plowshares, and I'm only drawing lands. This sucks. We'll attack with a Guide of Souls. Yeah, I don't see how we win this matchup ever. It is so bad. They're gonna put a counter on their Vial. Yeah. I mean, this deck looked neat from like the challenge top 8, and it's doing some neat stuff with new cards. And then you play against Death and Taxes and go, man, I just wish I was playing their deck. But it's just what this deck's doing, but so many more engines and less fragile. Prismatic Vista. Go get a Plains. Recruiter of the Guard. Yeah. Wish I had that card. It's pretty good. Guaranteed 2 for 1. Get their Stoneforge or something. Get something they can Vial in. It's pretty good. I'll try not to be such a negative Nancy, but this matchup is abysmal. Alright, we'll untap. We'll draw. Are we okay to concede now? I'm okay to concede now. Thalia doesn't do anything in this match. We're going to go on to the final round and see if we can at least eke out a 2 and 3. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, so we are on the draw for the final round of the league. Alright, opponent has finally decided to be on the play. The hand has Guide of Souls, Felia, Thalia, sure. A little weak to Wasteland, but we got 2 white sources. It's fine. It's fine. Ah, we got Red Stompy. You know what I love? The fact that a Blood Moon is going to completely shut off this mono white hand. Oh, right. Oh, we're just Storm. Never mind. Oh, we're Belcher. This is... yup. Yup. Right of Flame, Lotus Petal, Mox, LED, Relay for 10. Don't worry, guys, I have Ocelot Pride. Gamble, Belcher, Spirit Guide. I mean, that was kind of a crap relay. Well, actually, no, they just had me dead to that Belcher they exiled. Just have a Belcher in their hand, they just relayed for no reason. Oh, they're just echoing again. Yeah. Man, I'm over here trying to play dorky white creatures, and this is what we're playing against. I mean, this is my other issue with these fair white decks, is just... yeah, what are we even doing here? This is what you can be doing in Legacy, and we're over here trying to play cats? Well, I definitely didn't tutor for Sundering Eruptions, so we're probably dead. Mopal. They got the Belcher. That's 4 mana. Oh, that's 5 mana. 6 mana. 7 mana. Rutrow Raggy. And 7 mana. Oh, it's a Belcher. We're dead. I played so much Magic this game. What does their deck look like? Seems pretty standard for this type of thing. Well, let's go to the sideboard. Get these in here. Get these in here. Get these in here. This in here. Then are we just cutting... I think we're cutting swords, because that does nothing. We can cut a Sunborn, a Starfield, the Speaker, another Starfield. It's less of a clock than Shepherd is, or than a Sunborn is. Neat, run it back. Alright, we're on the play. Give me an awkward ass hand. Nope. Alright, we got Deafening Silence we're keeping. What are we... I think we're bottoming Chrome Mox here. Let's go turn 1, Deafening Silence. Turn 2, Felia. Turn 3, Sunborn Felia. Yeah, get this Chrome Mox out of here, and then we will play a Deafening Silence. And hope that's enough. Shatter Skull tapped. Lotus Petal. Passing it back. Play a Wasteland. Pass to them. Would love to Wasteland them off this red source, but option is not available to me. I mean, the problem with this is that they can just, like, eventually just get to hardcast. Oh, that's Burning Wish for an answer to Deafening Silence. That also works. Gonna Burning Wish. They're gonna find something. Shattering Spree. It doesn't hit enchantments, does it? Yeah, it only hits artifacts. I don't really care about that. Play Felia. Draw. Play a Ganjo. Warp Shepherd. Go to combat. Send Felia. Flicker the Sunborn. Yeah, I say Shepherd, I meant Sunborn. Them for 2. Waste their Fissure, I guess. And then bring back the Sunborn. Now we have a big ol' lifelinker. I mean, this is a pretty good start. Got him on a 2-turn clock now. LED. Passing the turn. Oh, I like second Deafening Silence. Yeah. Let's play second Deafening Silence. Send everybody Flicker a Deafening Silence just to get a counter. Get him for 7, come back, I got 8 power in play, send it back. I think we got game 2. Deafening Silence is a hell of a Magic card. They made Rule of Law, 1 mana. Alright, going to game 3. So now we just play the game of, for the love of God, don't turn 1 me on the draw. Alright, let's see how it goes. Alright, well, on the draw, this hand's really good, and I hope I don't get turn 1'd. We're keeping. If I get turn 1'd, I get turn 1'd. Hit that keep button. Let's see what the Belcher players got. They got an LED. They got a Bauble. They got an Opal. That's a Rite of Flame. That's a Rite of Flame. That's a gamble. Here goes Echo. Come on, Echo. Don't fail me now. I think I'm dead. I mean, yeah, it's just trying to play a fair deck, and Legacy is just sometimes you get Legacied. Just how it goes. Petal, Rite of Flame. Seething Song. Belcher and Belch Me. All right. Well, 1-4 record with Mono White Warp. Final thoughts on this deck, not nearly enough removal. A Placet of Swords to Plowshares is not enough to keep up with what the creature decks and stuff are going on in this format. The whole Felia Warp stuff is cute, but you gotta be doing better than cute in current Legacy. It's just not good enough. And your sideboard plan, it does nothing into the Nadu decks. I mean, I know that they're not that much of the meta, but they're enough of the meta. I mean, Fairy Macabre and Rest in Peace. Like, Rest in Peace is just too slow. Unlicensed Source, I like it in a Delver. The one Stony in the spread of Null Rods. You're an Ancient Tomb deck, why are we on Stony Silence? The playset of Deafening Silence, I don't think we need the playset. It's just, there's stuff that I would change about this deck. It feels clunky. We're just not doing powerful enough stuff for current Legacy. Almost any deck can occasionally top 8 a challenge, so I do get the top 8, and I'm sure they're a good player, but this deck just feels a bit clunky, a bit slow, and just feels not like a deck that's powerful enough for this format. That's my opinions. It's fun, I like what it's doing, but yeah, it just feels underpowered. So, that's today's video. I will see you guys tomorrow for another video.